Hi everybody, it's Jen from Scrappy Posh, and I am here with the Artistic Studio Creation Design Team project. So we're going to continue on with the Signs of Time mini album, and this is a Ciao Bella collection, so if there's any left, head on over to ASC Supplies on Etsy. Use Scrappy Posh 10 for 10% off your normal price purchases. So I like to review a little bit. So the front cover, we have a pocket, and we have some flaps with pockets and some more flaps. And excuse my nails, I need to go get them fixed, but I haven't had time. We have a flap with 3 pockets for tags. And then we have a double pocket with some tags here and some pull-outs. Oh, this one opens this way. And I did some prep work here. So on this page, I'm gonna do another double fold. So I did run out of the cream that I had, so we're going to use a little bit of different color. You're not even going to notice, I promise. So my pages are 8.5. I cut these 2 pieces to 8.5 by 4.5 and 8.5 by 4. I'm going to score at 1/2 inch on one of the long sides of each, and then I'm going to take the shorter one and I'm going to go ahead and use the scallop border punch that we've been using. To punch them. Just one of them. Alright, and the other one, we just fold. Give yourself just a little bit of room here. And this one you line up with the outside. Go like that. So let's see if I can find some paper. If you wanted to, you could put a pocket on the inside, or even the inside over here. We may do that. I haven't decided yet. Well, I think we're going to use this. I really like this green, but I like this side too. I wonder if the A4 has this. Let's use this for the background here. That way if you want to leave this here, then you can just decorate the sides. And I think we'll incorporate some of that craft color too, so we don't have to use all the paper. We're going to try this one at about 5 1/8 by 8 3/8. And I'm going to keep that microscope intact. Yep. Okay. There's some periodic table of elements on the back. I never did change my tape. The periodic table of elements on the back with that green reminds me of like a chalkboard. Okay, and we'll go with 8 1/8. When it physically hurts to cut into paper, guys. I cut that wrong. It's supposed to be 8 3/8. Okay, so now we're going to make a pocket out of this because I just messed that up. We'll do it on the inside. I have, these should be cut about right. This is just a scrap. It looks like it's about 3 inches long by 5, which is the perfect size. Maybe if I was paying attention and not cringing about cutting into the paper, that wouldn't have happened. But I suppose you'll have that. That's okay. A pocket it is then. Make sure it's not too close to that edge. Looks like it's going to stick out a little bit on this side because I'm keeping it away from the fold. And that's okay. We could have cut it like a 1/16 short, but now it'll fit. I'm actually going to cut a little bit off. It looks like I can cut it to 6 now. So that's going to be 3 7/8 by 6. And that should slide right down inside. It does. And then maybe we can use this little bit here where it says chemistry and science. We'll do 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. And And then when we get into strips this big, I put them off to the side for our quilted cards, because those are fun to make. You can even do quilted photo mats if you want. You put a lot of bulk in your album. Not too bad, but some. Okay. So now we made that a pocket. And now we have this, and then I'm going to go ahead and put, where this is sticking out a little bit, I'm going to put one of these tabs here. I'm going to go ahead and mat it first. So I think we'll do, let's do the craft color cardstock here. It's going to be 3 inches, 2 7/8 or 3 inches. My 8 3/8. Okay, now we're just going to glue this on here. That will draw interest away from that pocket. And then I still have to do this side. Let's go ahead and use this last piece of this one. That's the one I cut too short. I'm going to go ahead and put it here. And find something to put down here. Like there we go. Need a little something to put in that pocket. I have this can stick in there, and let's see if I have there's this, but it's got the back on. Let's go ahead and put that on a piece of cream cardstock. Yeah, we'll cut him down just a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. This is actually part of the cover, the back of the cover. And we'll trim off that bottom piece too. piece down there, or you can put another little thing. I think I'll just trim it off. It's almost the same size as that. Maybe I should use a different one. Trim that down a little bit. And quarter punch. We're using the, which one are we using? We're using the Deco punch. Like that. And then goes here. You can put another one of these on there, or we can put it on here. You can't put it off to the side because it's too big. We have to put it on top. I think I like it better on here. Or I can put it to this side on this one. I'll just put it on the top over here. And I think I want that. I can put a little how about this? If I would have put it on there first, I could have used it as a... it's fine the way it is. This one we're going to make a simple belly band. So this page is 5. This page is 4.5, so I have a scrap. I think it's like 2 inches. Cut the 5.5, and we're going to score it on both sides. On my belly bands, I do use glue for a little bit extra hold. And put that approximately in the middle. Make sure you give yourself room on the left-hand side to turn the page. And this I said was 4.5 by 8.5 on the paper search again. Let's use these aviation here. I'll cut it to 8 3/8 first. Four 3/8. Do a dry fit. It slides right underneath that belly band. cut this, this is a 7.5 by 6. I'm going to score at 3 1/4 instead of at 3. We may come back and embellish that a little bit more. And let's add one of the cut aparts. Okay. And there we go. Couple pages done, and now we're going to go for the center pages. Oh, no, not yet. We're going to do these 2 pages, we're going to call it a day, and then we're going to do the center pages next time. So, okay, this one's 3 by 9.5. It'll be the right size. I knew what size it needed to be, but I cut it wrong, so I'm not sure why I did that. But it's fixed. So I'll do an 8 3/8 by 3 or 2 7/8 here. And then 8 3/8 by probably about 2 there. Find. I think I'll use. I don't want to use these. I like these. But I do want it plain. I'll just use a piece of craft. That one's perfect. Okay. It's already cut to size. I'm going to put a couple tags in there, but I'll do that off camera because you guys know how to make tags or photo mounts or whatever. This one just slides right down to the pocket. I'll probably make a tag that swings over the side here. And I still think I want to do something here, but I haven't figured it out. And then this one we're going to do a pocket or a swing with a pocket, and it's just going to be a 5 by 5.5. We're going to score it at on the 5. Oops. Okay, well I'll score it a little bit less because I just did that. So now it's like 4 7/8. And then this is going to be the pocket, and now I have to score this at an 1/8 inch less. So I'm going to score it at 1 and then 1 1/8 over here. You didn't have to do that. If I would have not done that, it would have just been scored at a 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay, these are super simple. It's just an extra flap here. Just give yourself room to turn the page, and then glue on 3 sides. Here and here. And that still leaves us this big area here. And I'm thinking we can cut into this now. What do you think? The Seahorse here? So this one I think measures 5.5. 5 and it is a 5.5 by 8 3/8, but I took some away for this, so it's actually, we're gonna cut it at 5 1/4 by 8 3/8. I cut some of the fish. I feel bad because I cut some of the fish. Okay, here we go. And that still gives room to close that. And then kind of like that. So this is, I cut it weird, so we'll cut that at 4 1/4 by 2 3/8. Should have been 4 3/4. It's not my day. 2 3/8. By 4 3/4. Here, about 3. And I could use, I'm not particularly like this card, but I don't want to cut it the wrong way either. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to make some tags for here, some tags here. I'll mat the back of that, so no biggie. We're going to call this a day, and we're almost halfway done. Once we do these 2 middle pages, we'll be over halfway done. And then the rest of it will go really fast, so head on over to ASC Supplies on Etsy. That's ASC Craft Supplies. Use Scrapping Posh 10 for 10% off your regular price purchases, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.